So we're switching gears, we're kind of going back to framing before we're done drywall. And there's a very good reason. We wanted to be able to get the ceiling up on this vaulted ceiling without having anything extra to work around. And essentially we've got to frame in a little detail here for a fireplace, a feature wall, place to hang the TV and a few other things. Would have been problematic to get the ceiling up if this was framed. And because we're doing the drywall in-house and we're a fairly nimble crew, we can switch gears, go back to framing, get this hung, and then switch back and get this particular wall drywalled. There's a couple things going on here with this framing. This little drawing here that we've got, the fireplace isn't actually shown here below there. So essentially, this just kind of floats. Now we're very fortunate that it's actually going on the shear wall. So there's a lot of structure there. This has already got plywood on it. So in that sense, it's gonna make our life very easy. And we're gonna get into it. We've already got part of the walls framed up. You can see there's the angle already cut to hit the ceiling. Gonna sheath these, put them on the wall, and then we'll infill the front face. Box out for where the TV is going to attach and a few other things. It's where a track saw comes in handy. It helps us make sure that this lumber stays perfectly straight. This is one of those things, actually, if it was readily available, I would consider steel stud for this. It's not very often that you hear me say that. It's very specific situations that steel stud come in handy. But if you want a laser straight corner on a feature like this, accurately cutting your plywood or switching to steel stud is a great way to do it. There you go.
Good?
I'll start right here. Kels, put a pin right in that. Yep. Okay, now you're good to nail it off. As long as everything's flush, you're good. Alright. If you take that end down towards the water in between the staging, and I'll start walking this end up, and then we'll shuffle it right down into place. Cool.
I think. Take this towards the water, between the staging.
Yeah, flank your end.
Sorry, move my foot.
Alright.
Ah!
Up, we're going for the black line, okay?
1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
Just a sec.
Keep
Adjusting. Yeah, I just had to readjust.
Hey?
I just had to readjust.
Come on. To the water, just a hair.
More.
gotta come towards me a little bit. More. Right there. Hold. That was quite a spring on that, so yeah. Okay, let's get this done. Smash.
That is good.
Cool.
What are we doing different here?
Huh?
Put my foot down. That's what I'm supposed to be doing different. All right.
You good? You want me to walk it in?
Maybe. Oh, no.
There you go. There you go. It's just like a ladder. Y'all ready for this? Okay, upsy daisy.
Adjusting my grip.
Keep going.
I can adjust my grip.
We are there. Happy?
Yeah.
And yes, somebody was, well, not paying attention and they cut their offset instead of their actual line. Whoopsie. All right, towards the road a little bit. A little more, hair more if you can. Right there. Oh. Somebody set these screws all on angles. Who would that be? Towards the water, please.
More?
Yep. Right there. We have a problem though. We've got to take this apart so that we can get it out of the way. We'll take it all the way back out of the way for now. Yep. We'll end up spinning it sideways here in a little bit, but mostly right now, I want to get, oh, we can do it with a 4-foot. Or we got the laser here too. I'm going to pull this here, okay? And you've got to get a nail in right close here. And then you've got to come across here and put a couple nails down through into this.
Okay, so nail it through here to catch the other 2x4.
Yes.
Good?
Yep. We'll just have to give that a little zing. I can't do anything about that now. We should have done that a little differently, I guess. But it is what it is. Not horrible.
What's the one from the middle, like in the back, doing?
Right there, that just gives me something that I can put a piece of plywood in here and make sure this is squared up, which is what we're going to be going on to here directly. Because if this is kicked over way too hard, it's going to definitely affect how this looks, right? And right now, I think that's got to all go that way just a little bit. It's not like horrible, but well, maybe not. That's dead bang right now. Maybe we got it. And that's a little off right there. Oh, what do you think? Yeah. Maybe everything's got to go this way. I don't know. All right. All right, not bad for a few hours on a Saturday. I know some of you are going to ask, why would we put a joint here? I didn't want to deal with an extra twist or a joint 16 feet plus in the air. Plus, if you've ever picked up a 16-foot spruce 2x4, you know quite often they're like this. So we downsized to 14s. We cut things back a little bit. I was gonna be over 16 feet against the shear wall anyways. So I thought, if I'm going to have to deal with something that's got a little twist, or if I've got to shim something or plane something to get this line straight, and this isn't nearly as bad as it looks. That wane is all going to be hidden by the next layer of plywood once we get our recess for, not the TV, our mounting bracket. We're recessing the bracket for the TV here. So that'll get covered. And again, if I've got to give something a little bit of a snipe with the plane, or I've got to wiggle something around, I'd rather do it down here. The tail end of this wall, we actually had to kick in to get square. That's what you see some of these plywood brackets. Essentially, they're just, we've got attached the shear wall, we're coming out square, we force our wall over till it makes contact, and then we know that that's 90. Same thing over there. This is in a few places straight up the wall, just to maintain 90 degrees here. And this guy here, essentially a spring brace. We just had to give this a little bit of a shove to square everything up. Worked very well. I leaned on it, Kelsey nailed it. It popped straight, pushed it right over. Mud is well underway. Locally, quite often, we still call it crack filling because the gentleman who runs our tape and mud, he's filling the cracks in the drywall. But our taping is well underway. We've got the fireplace feature wall almost done. As you can see, this is recessed. This is where the mounting bracket for the TV will go. And basically, it just hides the bracket. The TV is going to come, sit flat against the wall, or you can pull it out, tilt it, turn it. Roughed in for running wires for a sound bar. Obviously, we've got some electrical. We have an electric fireplace because we literally have no need for a propane fireplace or a wood stove with this build. I'm going to say it is probably gusts to about 70 kilometers an hour outside right now, about -7, -8 Celsius, and with no heat on, it is 24 degrees Celsius in here. That actually leads me to why we put up this kraft paper. So the gentleman that runs our mud, runs our tape, especially with these southern exposures. We have all this glass on the southern exposure. He sometimes has trouble on a sunny day with his mud drying too fast. So we'll come in and we will partially paper some of the southern facing windows with kraft paper. It keeps the sun off his back, keeps the sun off his mud. It gives him a longer working time. Another great feature is if we decide that we're going to spray our primer or we're going to spray and back roll our ceilings, we've already got some of the papering done that's required.